They went there and they got a restaurant there right away, and Gross got good business.
In California?
Yeah. He was pretty good here in the store too. People liked him. Yeah. He was a jolly man. He could dance around and whistle like and make the people laugh. People liked that.
We'll get our dogs barking on the TV and
That's good
Is it
too.
gonna get on?
oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, even when you're talking over there, you'd be able to pick that up too.
And so it was.
Well, it's not, I mean, it's supposed to be a kind of an informal deal. I mean, it's not, we're not making a
Then in
Oh, yes,
59,
we are.
Emmy Award special here.
then 1959, Gross always wrote to Dad, come to California. It's not so hard. One of the day you would like it, and then we start out. Went to with the train to California. It was a nice Christmas.
What year?
59.
1959.
You did.
And then,
Well, Gil, didn't he buy a new car that year? Or no, that was in 1960. He bought a new
yeah,
car.
then we took us out.
Yeah, he took you out that new car. That's right. I remember that.
And then we stayed there over Christmas and January, and then Gross had to buy a house here. I said, no, we got a house in North Dakota. We go back anyway in April. We won't stay all summer in California. We got no business there. Then talking, Dad liked it too, buy that little house there. Okay, buy it if you wanted to. I go back anyway. Then went back. Gil was alone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And all summer here, that was not for him. He was out in the field and there was no cooking, nothing. So we went back. 5 summers went back. Then the last, when I was 65, our golden wedding was, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dad didn't feel so good. And I said, you go back. Oh, I think you can't take me back anymore, he said. Oh, yes. You get a house, I said, there. You're going. As the doctor said, yes, I can go. I went back again. The next year, 66, we came back for good.
I see.
He was so down, he didn't eat much, and I was afraid. Didn't live 8 more years. I could stay, but I was afraid to die so quick. Then I had trouble to sell the house for myself.
Where at now?
In California, gold. You don't care anymore. You didn't say nothing. Do what you want. Then I told the neighbors what I'm going to do. We were going back to North Dakota, my children. And then the neighbor said, you get over the printing office and get a sold by the owner. And I went Mondays over and got that paper. It was about 10 inches long, and I took it home in the garage. I didn't tell Dad right away. And Wednesday was that big sale in Galt. Every Wednesday was a big sale going on. We lived just by the road. And then I said in the morning, I got a paper for sell the house. I go and put it out today. Lots of people driving by. You can see it. Then I went over the sale first, and then I come home, put the paper out. It was an hour out, the real estate man stopped. Well, but you're not a real estate. I said, no. You go and sell it for me. I said, no. Leave it out a week. I sold by the owner. And then I told the neighbor ladies, I come sell the house now, we're going. And then a lady, she know her boy was interesting. He wanted a house in town. We lived in the country. And then he told her boy, and that weekend, they came Friday. That young man came, his wife, she was from Bismarck. And he liked the yard and the house. She liked the house. They had a big girl there. And right away they had the money too. So we went up to the bank next Monday and make the papers. And then I told Lydia Culp, you better look, we're going to North Dakota. It was in Augustine. And you drive for the car, somebody's driving it.
I see.
Oh, there was a man, Fisher, he lived in Lodi. He got land in Ashley here. Every year he went out here for harvesting. And then he said, yeah, I take riders along, and we got a ride. I think it cost $60.
I see.
His name was Fisher. And we came to North Dakota. Now I told him here we're coming. I don't want just going to pull him right away. And then we stopped at Bismarck. He said he stopped at the saloon. I said, no, he stopped at my daughter's place. Maybe she got a can of beer. Refrigerator. And then we stopped at Gary's. She came out and said, "You got a can of beer." That was kind of funny. Yeah, you better go off, I said at Fisher. Go in and drink it. And we go along to Napoleon with him,
Well, he went all the
with
way.
the suit courses.
Oh, he went all the way. Well, he was
Yeah,
on
I
his way
went to
Ashley.
Napoleon. He went to
Nice.
Napoleon. And Gary said, "There's no room. The hotel is full." Ah, take the suitcase. He said, "No, I don't want. No. Then Fenway had to do it. And then the twins had the motel owner. He wasn't Bismarck. He was out selling papers, that week. His wife was babysitting. And Gary called down. She knows he was there in Bismarck. Faye was her name. He said, "Yeah, Peter's coming home Saturday. We'll see what's on in out here at the home." And Pete came home and said, "Yeah, there's a couple moving out today." His apartment, Napoleon. And then we can move in.
The present apartment that you're in now, right?
Yes, yeah. And then we go down and see it. I said, "I want to see it. It's just going. I don't care what it is. I won't stay too long in Bismarck there." And Sunday, Bert took us down.
Oh. Just that quick, huh?
Yeah, it was, the Lord helped all the way. But I was praying when I rocked day and night. I need help.
Uh-huh.
Is there any events from when your kids are growing up that you remember that are special? Something traumatic or something
Oh
really
yeah,
happy?
there was lots
Or,
of, like we had Edmund, that sick boy, 9 years.
oh yeah,
That was a big event. And he died of the heart too.
I suppose.
Oh, I tell
He was
you.
sickly pretty much the whole time. Or
Oh
not?
yeah, he was 6 months. He got sick.
Yeah, that early.
Yeah. He got from his teeth. I know it wasn't. Doctor said his teeth started too fast. I don't know. He was kind of, but his mind was good and so.
Did he get a bad fever from his teeth that
He
caused
kind of had
it?
kind of cough. Cough a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of asthma.
Oh.
From that. It was kind of bad fever. I took him to the doctor in May, but he didn't need much, Mr. Simon, didn't he?
Oh.
Mr. Simon was a doctor. He was
Yeah.
there for many, many years. Wasn't he?
Oh yes, many years. Was a good doctor too, this year.
He was a good man, huh? Like.
Oh, he was.
Well, he probably did as much as he could for the
Yeah.
time,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
So
When
later
Ella
on
had,
they had her
when
Dr.
Ella got her
Goodman.
head hurt, she was 2 years old, not quite. He tried to fix it all up.
Well, Dr. Goodman,
Oh,
or
Dr.
Simon did that.
Dr.
huh?
Simon, yeah.
Any other things you remember happening that were kind of?
And then, was it dry years there? Then the kids started moving out. Ted got married. Leah got married then. And Ella got married.
I'm thinking about when the kids were really little. Is there did they get into stuff or what kind of things did they do that
Oh, they had to make anything. Like that wagon there with the goat on,
they had a wagon with a goat on?
You saw the picture many times.
Yeah. Dad made it. He made the
No,
harness.
Leah made the
Oh,
harness.
Leo made the
Leah
harness.
made the
Oh, Leo
harness
made
for the
the
wagon,
harness.
yeah.
What did Dad make? The wagon?
I don't know what. We had that wagon was a metal wagon.
Oh.
Was made already. And then we moved. We had a house ready. We had the money in the bank, and the bank closed. All the bank closes. The point the bank closed, the street of bank. We had a little money for the house. The neighbor come over one evening and said, "The Napoleon Bank closed." There was 2 banks. And the street of one closed today, and we didn't know our bank was closed. We had a little money for the house. And they were sitting a while, and then Grandpa said, "Well, we are still young. We don't worry about it. Go to bed." And our bank wasn't closed. Thanks to
It
Lord.
wasn't?
No. Then we built a house in 31.
Where did you
So
bank?
you were able to get your money out?
Yes, that the bank
At
wasn't closed.
Steel?
One bank wasn't closed. There was 2 banks. We
Oh.
were lucky our bank wasn't closed.
In Napoleon.
About $3,000 went in.
Oh my.
And that's what you built your house with?
Yeah.
That's the one that's up at Lake Isabel?
Yes, yeah. Then, hey, house was ready. We had the lights and we had a motor for lights.
Generator?
Yeah, and then we had the lights already on. We weren't moved in yet. And then Edwin died. Oh, sometimes the kids showed the lights over in the evening. He wasn't so very happy about it. But then he died. Everything was struck down. Ay, 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 ay. I sent a bed away, Sears Roebuck sang a bed for him. It wasn't here. It came after the funeral.
Oh.
I think it's still up there in the house.
Huh.
Sang a bed, you know, for him.
Yeah.
So it was kind of sad.
Yeah,
But we had to cheer up again.
What month was this?
He
When
was,
he died?
he was, 38 it was the funeral, 30 September.
September.
Yeah. And Grandpa died in October, Grandpa Lang, 1924.
I see.
He had kidney trouble. He didn't went to the doctor right away, and then it got too far.
Hmm.
He was only 68 years old.
And Grandma Lang died how old?
She was 82.
82, huh? She lived to be old.
She never had a dentist or anything visit, or an eye doctor, no.
Huh.
She could through the last years without glasses.
Oh, for heaven's
Yes.
sake.
When they bought glasses, they just put them on, they fit good. That's the right one, they take it and go home.
Did she crochet or anything?
Oh yeah,
like
she made
Grandma?
gold rocks. Oh yeah,
She did,
was.
huh?
She had a big garden and everything.
Oh.
She was always busy. Chickens,
Uh-huh.
geese, sure ate.
Well, you always had a pretty nice garden too.
Oh yes,
Had strawberries, I know.
oh yeah.
We got to pick some once in a while.
Oh, is that so?
You know what I remember is mornings when you would walk down early in the morning and you would go down to the, Gil had some cattle down in this pasture down here, and you had this kind of thing for, with, it had gunny sacks on it, and you had put oil on it or something so that for the
Oh,
flies.
for the, yes, yeah.
You'd walk down about when the sun came up at 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning.
The sun was up when I get up. That's what I
Alright.
went before.
You wouldn't get up before the sun did.
No, no. I like to lay in the morning.
She's like me. I'm like
Yeah.
her.
It feels so good in the morning, I tell you.
I
The
know.
longer you lay, the better it is.
I love it.
Yeah, you'd come down with some kind of oil deal and you'd put
Yeah,
oil
I got
on.
a can. Put on that gunny sacks for the cows.
What was that supposed to do?
Oh, they're up. They walked underneath. They're
For
up the
flies.
beds.
Was that for flies or what?
Oh yes, the flies were so bad.
Then you always brought us that black licorice, that hard licorice,
Oh,
remember?
I suppose that's
In
what-
your shots you always
I
had
never
it.
had a little bit. Oh, is that so?
Oh, yeah.
I can remember that. I never, well, that's time babysitting. The folks brought you up a little bit. Stayed
Oh,
over evening or day at my house, you know.
yeah.
Do you remember the first time you saw a radio?
It was over at Hofer's.
Where?
Hofer.
Ernest Hofer?
No, that Rosie Hofer lives there.
They had a radio.
Yeah, we went over there. It was, weekend over the evening listening.
Was that
to it.
pretty amazing to you?
It was something funny, yeah. You listened like, you couldn't understand much, we listened. That was the first thing. On TV, I didn't know the first TV I saw, I didn't know that.
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
I can't really remember the first TV I saw.
I
Could it
remember.
be
I remember
Robert
the first
Sands?
color TV.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
Robert
well,
Sands.
Well, Gums has had a TV. I know that.
Maybe that was the first one, yeah.
Yes.
I would believe that would
Because
be
they
the-
had one long before we did. I know.
Yeah.
But not
That's
Robert's.
one thing they had long before us.
Yeah.
So I'm 21 years Napoleon now.
Huh?
Just
21 years Napoleon.
Well, I mean, as far as running water and stuff.
So many, Mr. Hiller came over and shook my hand and said, still have so many friends. I said, no, they're all gone. There are so many died in the 20 years, you can believe it. With all my friends, ladies, and but I got some new ones now. I don't run out, it looks like.
Trying to think of a lot of your relatives were in Streeter or
They were living around here. Mother's son was too old to see it. When we moved to Midwires, we had nothing, no food, nothing. So Uncle brought 100 pounds of flour and some big dry beans, a sack, paper sack, and peas. He cooked all his dry peas and dry beans. And some neighbors brought some ham and what they'd always to cook. We'd Mars gave some potatoes, they had enough. So that was, and Father went out, helped the people fill the upstairs, hay, or went a little bit. But I didn't know how much he got. $1 maybe or what, I don't know. There was no wages that time.
Do you remember going to Salt Lake?
Oh yeah, later on we drove out.
When you say later on, when was this?
We had a car.
Oh, you never went with horses over there
No.
much?
Oh yes, once time we did. Yeah. A couple of times, not too much.
When did you do it, on Sundays or?
Yes, only Sundays. That
What,
was
did you
all.
go swimming?
Oh, I walked around the water.
Oh.
Took some lunch along, had picnic.
You did, huh?
Yeah, the kids walked around. I had to watch them a little bit.
Were there a lot of people over there at the
Oh
time?
yes, it was pretty good, settled all around. They come all the places. You had to drive home early. Want the cows again?
Darn cows, you always had to go home because of them, huh?
Oh yeah.
That-
The chickens and things, geese and ducks. I had 1 year 40 geese and 60 ducks raised. And Ted said one day we picked the geese alive. I said, I never heard that thing. Their feathers get ripe, you know, in summer.
Uh-huh.
Then we pick them when they're ripe.
Oh, really?
Grandma knows when they were ripe. We never pick them when they're live, bloody. No, we didn't kill them like this. We pick them about 2 times. When they'll lose their feathers, you know, summertime.
They molt, huh?
Yeah, and then we pick them, but it's on there. I never heard that thing, keep the geese alive. Shocked me.
But they did do that, huh?
They
Some
pick their
people?
ripe, just the ripe in
They
the
wait.
bottom.
Oh.
Just the ripe in the bottom, not the whole feathers.
Oh,
But they lose them anyway.
uh,
You could see they were setting, they were lose some feathers. And
oh.
Grandma
In other words,
said,
you figured they were about ready to fall out anyway, so
yeah,
then they-
grandma know from Russia. Then she put the geese in, we picked them, then we picked them.
Huh. I never heard that.